If Pedro Pascal is playing Mr. Fantastic, I just want to ask, what's he really fantastic at? Cleaning houses or jumping over the border?
You know how long I've been waiting for this?
Okay, it's like 10:26 at the time of recording. Let's just get this over with, okay? I have work tomorrow. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time I talk about this pathetic waste of human existence. Because today, we will be talking about the most angriest, most racist little goblin I have ever seen on YouTube. He's a comic book nerd, he's chopped as hell, his teeth are so cooked you need pliers to bend them back together. Yes, little ones, today we'll be talking about ranting for a vengeance. Death to all posers. So you know this guy is not to be messed with, okay? I'm quaking in my boots right now. I'm shivering in my timbers. So from what I've heard about this guy, he's apparently this very racist and very angry for absolutely no reason comic book nerd who I guess also reviews movies and such. And yeah, when I first heard about him, I wanted to make a video, but I was just too caught up with school and such. But now that I have the time, let's talk about him. I love how his bio says a man without hope is a man without fear. Like he's trying to be some sort of Andrew Tate follower, dude. Oh my god. So the video I want to talk about today is the Fantastic Four First Steps is Total Garbage video, where this actual angry little leprechaun spends 8 minutes ranting about this movie that hasn't even released yet and is already calling this shit woke trash. So you're telling me this dude isn't just only chopped, but he's also a racist and he's ginger on top of that? Dude, pick a struggle. So yeah, let's just get into watching the video.
So, the trailer for Fantastic Four First Steps, which is a really stupid name by the way, just dropped. And on the internet we've seen some mixed reactions. Some people are loving it and others are justifiably destroying it.
You know, I'm pausing it a little early here, but like, where is those eyebrows?
So I'm sorry to come in and rain on your parade, but Fantastic Four First Steps looks like total garbage. Nope, this isn't rage bait. I'm not being a contrarian just for the sake of it. I'm just pointing out what I see. And what I see is a steaming hot pile of trash. So very quickly, let's just get into how this movie will undoubtedly suck. So the first major offense with this movie is the gender swapped Silver Surfer. If we jump over here, we see that Fantastic Four casts Ozark star Julia Garner as Silver Surfer in gender swapped role that upsets fans. The character of Shala Bal, who nobody heard of and nobody really cares about, reportedly appears as the Silver Surfer in the comics set in an alternate reality.
So you're telling me characters that absolutely nobody knows about shouldn't be brought, you know, towards the mainstream? We've seen throughout time and time again that, you know, bringing unknown characters or characters that not too many people know about to the mainstream is a great idea. An example that I want to use is like Invincible. You know, I feel like not too many people knew about him before the show. You know, now that the show's here and we have its first 3 seasons, you know, a lot of people are loving it. So yeah, I do think that it's, you know, a good idea that we bring characters that not too many people know about to the mainstream. But go ahead, let's listen to what else this dude has to say. I'm not the comic expert here, he is apparently.
That's the key phrase right there. Alternate reality. It's almost like an excuse that these people use to gender swap and race swap every single thing they can get their hands on. It's not for the good of the story or the fact that it is an alternate reality. You're just doing it because you want to. And my response is this.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he flipped us off. Oh my goodness, we shouldn't do this anymore. Listen here, Lucky Charms. All because it's an alternate reality doesn't mean that it has to be the same, okay? I mean, it's an alternate reality, okay? Not everything's gonna be the same. If everything was the same, everything would be boring, dude.
Do not comment. Don't come at me saying, it's an alternate universe. How do you not know that? I know that. I just don't care. I don't care if it's a super wormhole, alternate, different planet where everybody has to be race swapped and gender swapped. The people who do this aren't doing it for the sake of it's an alternate reality. They're doing it because they're mentally ill psychos in real life.
You know, I've already said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. Dude, if every single version of Spider-Man was the same Peter Parker all the time, it would get boring very quickly. You know, that's why we have variants of these characters like, you know, Spider-Gwen or Miles Morales or Miguel O'Hara. Hell, they even have a fucking British Spider-Man, dude. So what I'm trying to say is, you know, all because there's a little variety in the characters doesn't mean that the writers of those characters are mentally ill. You know, sometimes the writers be cooking up some absolute bangers back at the studio. All because some people want some variety in the characters doesn't mean that they're mentally ill or fucking retarded. That just means that they want some variety. They don't want everything to be the boring same thing.
Speaking of which, we see who's directing the movie, Matt Shakman. Now, I haven't heard of him. He probably directed some crappy film, but reportedly he added Julia Garner to the cast. So it was his decision, basically. And just from looking him up on Wikipedia, we do see that he is of a certain religious or ethnic background. And that leads me into our next point. So you have the Thing in this new Fantastic Four movie. He's probably one of the only good looking parts about the film. Yes, it is CGI, but they're getting the look of the Thing way better and way more accurate to the comics. Saying that is where the comic accuracy really does stop. So the Thing is a famously Jewish character. So of course, to be accurate, they brought in a Jewish actor to play the role. Seems pretty straightforward, right? Well, then we get to kind of, you know, the leader of the team, Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, the white guy, and he's being played by Pedro Pascal.
Top of the morning, lad. What if I told you that the dude's not even fucking Mexican? The dude's Chilean. If you're gonna be racist, at least be racist correctly, dude.
It's in his name. Amigo, sorry to break it to you, but you're not Reed Richards. I don't care if you really like the character or if you play him well. You're not him. So let's just get a quick summary. So the Jewish character is played by the Jewish guy because we're being so accurate. But the normal white guy, Reed Richards, we can't get just any old normal white actor. We have to bring in Pedro Pascal, where everything he touches turns to woke. The Last of Us, a game series that already sucked crap, was adapted into a TV show, and Pedro Pascal, our main Mexican man, got to come in and play Joel, a character who was also white. It's like his job to come in and take a normal white character and just turn him Mexican. Who'll know the difference? A lot of people will, because you're nowhere near Reed Richards. And just speaking a bit more on Pedro Pascal, if you look at his real life antics, because that's what I'm going to call them, the dude is a little bit of a nut job. So over the years, he has shown himself to be a total and utter psycho when it comes to politics. But outside of the political world, he's also a nut. Because apparently, he has some anxiety condition where when he feels uncomfortable or nervous, he latches onto those around him. And this has given us some absolutely insane moments in the up and coming run to this film coming out.
What? What the fuck? What the fuck is...
No, I don't know a lot about the politics of Pedro Pascal, so I'm not going to talk on that much. But when it comes to this, yes, I will agree it's a little odd, but I mean, come on, dude.
So in all of these mental photos and videos, you can see Pedro Pascal randomly deciding to latch on to Vanessa Kirby like she's his mother or something. She's in the middle of answering a question, and this weird Mexican guy wearing like a fluffy pink sweater grabs onto her and just starts holding on for dear life. And it's passed off as some condition, like he has anxiety and he has this and he has... Shut up. Shut up. You're a millionaire who gets to be in Marvel movies and Star Wars movies. Stop complaining. Nobody wants to listen to you talk about your politics or your anxiety conditions. Just shut up and act in the movie, you retard.
You know, your censorship editing isn't really doing that much in these videos. I think I can help you out with that. There we go, y'all. I fixed it.
And I'm not entirely alone in my beliefs about this movie. I saw this guy on Twitter that actually had a good thing to say about it.
Any hope you have for the MCU version of the Fantastic Four is officially gone. And before people start, no, it's not just because she's a female. It's the reason why they're using the female version of the Silver Surfer. Because instead of using the iconic version of Silver Surfer right here, Norn Rad, they would rather use a female version of the Silver Surfer, which I can't even tell you off the top of my head because I don't even remember the name. But surely there's no other reason other than she was the best person for the...
That dude actually made a great point, that they're probably going to pass this off as she was the best person for the role. No, she wasn't. You're telling me you couldn't have gotten a badass bald dude to come in and play the Silver Surfer?
You know, with a bio like Ranting for Vengeances here, you would think that he would want David Goggins to play Silver Surfer. But dude, as they said earlier, and as I've been saying earlier, it's an alternate universe, dude. This ain't gonna be your regular Silver Surfer. This is gonna be a different Silver Surfer. Silver Surfette, I guess. How many fucking times do I need to tell you that before it gets through your not-so-thick skull? real. This dude will hear alternate universe and then consume an entire keg of beer just to get that mind out of his head. My guy, you don't even look the legal age to drink. You look like you could be my age. But instead, you act like a 30-year-old basement dweller who still expects mommy to pay for his fucking bagel bites. And proceeds to whine and cry on Reddit when there's a female lead in a video game. Like, this dude is just lame as hell, dude, but let's keep on going.
A character that's literally been around for 60 years. But nope, you decide to bring in the alternate universe female version and you cast this girl because she was the best for the role. I don't think so. And the funny part is, even if you take away all the political stuff, the film just doesn't look good. This is supposed to be the first steps, the beginnings to a new Marvel universe. And it just looks mediocre. If you take any other superhero movie from, I don't know, 10 years ago, they're already way more impactful and just way better. Batman 89 will forever be iconic and stick around for years and years. The Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy is one of the best superhero things to exist. Fantastic Four First Steps is just not gonna cut it.
Dude, you cannot be hating this much on a movie that hasn't even released. And as much as masterpieces as they are, you can't really glaze the fuck out of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies right now when you're comparing it to a movie that hasn't even released. I will admit, superhero movies back then were great, okay? I love the 2008 Iron Man movie. That shit was peak. But just because that's peak doesn't mean I'm gonna compare it to fucking Fantastic Four First Steps, even though that movie hasn't even released. It is not at all a fair comparison, so don't even compare them right now. Just wait until the movie's released.
I don't care if Galactus shows up, if they're bringing in comic accuracy, which I'll get to in a second. To be perfectly honest, this film just doesn't look good. Doesn't look like some groundbreaking thing that people are going to be watching over and over again for the next 20 years. It might come out and for 6 months you'll have these cucks praising it as some masterpiece, but then it's just going to be forgotten, like most new movies that nobody actually cares about. Now to the comic accuracy, people are losing their mind going, oh, they gave Ben Grimm a trench coat, oh, they have the original blue suits. Well, in that department you're entirely incorrect. So let's just have a look at these comic accurate suits and let's see how accurate they really are. So here we have the insanely comic accurate Fantastic Four First Steps costumes. And here we have the original, real comic accurate costumes. What on earth are these people smoking?
Whatever you're smoking, I want you to give it to me, because I don't know about you, dude, but this shit looks pretty accurate to me. I mean, already they're doing miles better than what Fox was trying to do with Fant 4 Stick. I mean, these motherfuckers look like Call of Duty characters. So yeah, just be grateful it's not this, and that it's actually this, okay? Which is looking super good right now.
How does a Mexican Reed Richards and a comic inaccurate costume and a gender swapped Silver Surfer correlate to some comic accurate masterpiece? I have the answer. It doesn't. Can people just stop hyping up these movies as if they're going to be the next Iron Man or Spider-Man? When in truth, it's never going to be that, like, ever again. The people making these movies have no care for the characters. That's why they'll throw in a woman to play Silver Surfer, drop in a Mexican guy to play Reed Richards, but then cast a Jewish actor as a Jewish character, so we're perfectly comic accurate. Now, I'm not gonna ask why they did that, but it just proves my point that it's a double standard. To no surprise, this movie is gonna suck. I'm not gonna be watching it, and I'm sure a lot of people out there will be doing the same. And for the people who are going to consume every second of this and love it, I genuinely think that you do not have a place anywhere near comic books. Oh yeah, and P.S. if Pedro Pascal is playing Mr. Fantastic, I just want to ask, what's he really fantastic at? Cleaning houses or jumping over the border? And if you got a problem, go complain to your boyfriend.
Damn, he really owned me right there. I should really go kill myself. But in all seriousness, this dude is a complete and total clown. Absolutely no fucking wonder as to why your like to dislike ratio on this video is absolutely cooked. Look at that. Shit's more lopsided than your fucking teeth, dude. You look like you got Toe Mater's dental plan, bro. My guy, you'd be up there with Dabo with how chopped you be looking, bro. My guy, you look like you get $5 foot jobs behind the Five Guys, bro. You're absolutely cooked. It's over for you. Your chopped cheese fried chicken, just let it go, bro. Trying to be one of these anti-woke grifter people in the Big 25 is absolutely egregious work. Just get your corny ass channel off YouTube immediately. Please, for the love of God, save this Wi-Fi for all of the people people who are actually trying to make good content, dude. Believe me, my friend, none of us are trying to hear what you're trying to say about the comic accuracy of a movie, okay? My guy, if you're gonna be crashing out over a movie not being comic accurate to your liking, then you actually need to go see a therapist, because there's no way you should be getting mad at that. That's some fucking top tier, top 10 unemployed shit right there, dude. My friend, the only reason why people are gonna be watching you is not to listen to your commentary or not to listen to you talk about comics. It's to sit there and point and laugh at you as we all watch your pathetic ass try to be this cool anti-woke person when you're just not, dude. Like, dude, I'm pretty sure everybody can tell already just how badly you smell through the screen, dude. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and support somebody who makes actual W content, consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. And also, while you're at it, go ahead and like the video and make sure to leave a little comment down below, because that really helps me out a lot. I love reading your guys' comments. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Adios.